Hello and welcome to the Maximize Your Sewing Business Profits. It's a pleasure to have you join us, and I know you are in for a wonderful treat. And our hope is that at the end of this training, you'd have gained a lot of insight and clarity on how to maximize your sewing business profits. So, my training today is titled How to Use Online Channels to Maximize Your Business Profit. In today's world, the online platforms have become the marketplaces, the market square, the global market square. There are no boundaries anymore. From your online platform, you can reach people as far and as near as can be. You can reach people in your locality, you can reach people internationally and globally. So it's a good place to do business. It's a good place to do business, especially if you are interested in making a lot of profit. You should not limit yourself to your offline channels, but you need to consider how to take your business to the online platforms. My name is Laura Onibudi. I'm the Ready to Wear boss. I'm also a fashion business coach, and I help fashion business owners to create wealth by confidently building the business of their dreams. So, whatever is your dream for your fashion business, I'm here to help you actualize it. And if you do not have a dream, I can also help you and guide you to come to a place where you have dreams, because dreams are what the world is made of. Success in life is actually a result of dreams. So you need dreams to be able to make headways in your business. My mission here on this training is to help you to see the importance of using online channels to market your business. And I'm here to teach you how to create a strong online presence, because you need it. You need a strong online presence, not a weak one, if you want to make sales. And I'm also here to show you how to use online channels to generate those sales. I'd love for you to introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to know your name, where you're joining me from. Can you just go right ahead now and drop it in the chat? Tell me your name. Tell me where you're joining from. Tell me what you do, what kind of business you do. And also tell me what you're expecting for this training. It will be good for us to look at your expectations and be able to review at the end of this time to see if we're able to meet you at some point. So please go ahead, take some few moments and let me know where you are joining me from, and let me know what you do and also what you're expecting out of this training. I want to start my presentation proper by asking you some basic and foundational questions. And the first one is, why did you start your business? What was the reason for you starting your business? Everybody has a why. Why did you start your business? Was it necessity? Was it something you really wanted to do, something you had a passion for? Or was it something you just found yourself into? You stumbled into it by chance. I'd love for you to drop your comments. Let me know, why did you start your business? Why did you start your business? What was the original, reason? And then I'd like to ask, is that reason still valid today? The reason why you started, is it still your main driving force today, or has that changed? And it is also okay for your reason to change, because sometimes we start without thinking so critically, but as we are going along, things change and then we become more clear on why we are doing what we're doing. So take a moment for yourself and ask yourself, why am I doing this business? Next, I want to ask you, what are some of the challenges that you're facing with your business? What are the challenges? Can you go ahead and drop it in the comment? Tell me your challenges. What are some of the things that you are grappling with? Some of the things you wish you had solution to? Some of the questions you have in your business. Go right ahead, take some moment, write it out, and let's see. And I am sure a number of us might have some challenges with how to make profit. Yes, As a business coach, I interact with business owners, and sometimes one of the greatest challenge they have is, how do I make sales? Sometimes people are like, I'm in a location, there are not too many people to patronize me, or there are a lot of fashion business owners, tailors, designers, and how do I make sales in such a place? I'm in a place and it's a quiet location. It's not very active. There's not much activity going on there. How do I make sales? And that is why I have the good news for you. If sales, making profit is part of your challenge, then you're in the right place. That is part of the reason why we are having this training, to help you think and come up with a way to be able to maximize your profit. And I want to remind you that the main purpose of running a business is to make profit. A business is meant to generate a profit for you. If you are not making profit, then probably you are still running a hobby. A hobby is something you do for passion, something you do for satisfaction, and you might not really care if you are paid for it or if you are making a profit out of it. But if it is a business you are running, then you need to be clear that a profit is supposed to be a result of that business. So are you making a profit in your business, or are you just striving and struggling? I hope that you will learn how to make very good profit after this webinar. How do you make profit is the next question. And I put it to you that you make profit from sales. It's when you sell your product or your service that you are able to make sales. And you sell when you offer value to your clients. Nobody wants to pay for something that is not of value. So the question here is, are you offering a product of value? Is your product valuable enough? Do you have a product that people will be willing to pay for? Do you have a product that people will be willing to part with their money for? Because not everybody wants to buy from you out of sentiment. Your family and friends might want to indulge you once or twice, but in the long term, nobody wants to part with their money if they are not getting value. So are you delivering products that are valuable enough for people to be willing to pay for? I want you to think critically about that. If your products are not valuable, then you need to review it. You know, as a fashion business coach, I also come in touch with that. Sometimes people have products that are not well finished, products that are not well thought out, and they want to people to pay for it, and they'll complain they are not making sales. If your product is not good enough, you need to improve your product so that you can get people to be willing to pay for it. That's the starting point. For you to make profit, you need to have a valuable product. Profit is a result of your marketing and sales efforts. Profit is a result of marketing and sales. And marketing and sales are not the same thing. Marketing is the effort you make to get people interested in your product, and sales is when they actually are willing to pay for it. So, but your profit comes as a result of the two. A combination of the two, marketing and sales, leads to profit. If you want more profit, it's inevitable. You need to do more marketing. If you want more profit, my dear friends, be ready to do more marketing. If you don't do so much of marketing, then you cannot make profit. So, is it not clear already? For you to sell more and make more profit, you need to market more. You need to market more. So we are going to go ahead and talk about how we are going to use, marketing online to make sales. How to market your business online. How to market your business online. A lot of people are shy when it comes to online marketing, and because it's a relatively new terrain. But like they say, there must be a day of the day breaking. There must be a point where you come to the realization that I have to do this. You can't keep sitting on the fence. You can't keep, especially when you consider the benefits. Online is a huge marketplace, like I said earlier on. Is a place where you can connect with people from different countries, different race, different geographical locations. Is a place where you have endless possible markets. How many people can you sell to from your shop, your physical shop? Very limited. How many friends and family do you have? Very limited. How many social networks do you belong to? Maybe possibly limited. But on the online space, you have limited possibilities, limited opportunities to sell to millions, depending on how well you're able to do it and how persistent you are. Yes, you need to be persistent too in order for you to get the result. So, marketing your business on the online space is something that any serious business minded person should consider for their business. How do you go about selling your business online? There are steps you need to take to be able to do it effectively. And the foundation for it is actually like your preparation for it. You need to prepare for selling online. You can't just wake up one day and start selling. I want to guide you through some of the steps you can take to prepare. Number one step, identify your ideal customer. Who is your ideal customer? Who is your product targeted at? Who are you trying to sell to? Dear fashion business owner, the reality is you cannot sell to everybody. You cannot sell to everybody. We all want to sell to so many people and we feel anybody should be able to buy from us. But when you think about it critically, you realize that your product cannot serve everybody. Your product is not attractive to everybody. Your product does not meet the need of everybody. You can start by being more intentional by identifying who your ideal customer is. Who is that person who will value your product, and who is that person who will be willing to pay for your product, and who is that person did you design your product with in mind? Yes, you can do that too. Have an ideal customer profile. you know, I know you hear about more about an ideal customer as we go on, but you have an idea of this person or this kind of people are the ones I want to buy my product. When you have identified this category of people, you locate them on the online space. In as much as there are various online platforms, the reality is that people prefer some platforms to others. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's LinkedIn. There are so many, and new ones keep coming up every day. But it is impossible for someone to use all of them. We are all biased towards a certain number of these platforms. Once you've identified your ideal customer, the next thing is to identify which of those platforms that you are most likely to find a large, concentration of them, a large number of them. Once you've identified the ideal customer, find out where they go to online, where they spend time online, so that you can concentrate on doing your marketing on those platforms to get their attention. When you have done that, the next step I want you to consider is optimizing your presence on the online space. For example, if you've identified that your ideal customers are more available on Facebook, great. They are more available on Facebook and you want to use Facebook for your marketing. Number one, optimize your profile. Your Facebook profile is that your Facebook place that you meet with people, you share comments, you share jokes, you put posts, you post pictures. That is your profile, the normal place that we all go to on Facebook. But you can optimize it and use it for business. You can make people to get information from it that can make them buy from you. Optimizing your profile will require a few steps, and I'll talk about them. Number one, your picture. Normally, you have a picture on your Facebook profile. Some people choose not to put a picture there, and it's not a good thing to do, especially if you want to use it for business. Don't leave your Facebook profile picture blank. And it's advisable that you put your actual picture there. So, like a passport or a picture that people can see you and identify you by. So, put a picture of yourself there. Some other people decide to put a picture of a business picture, a logo, and all of that. But ideally, you should have your picture there. Don't leave it blank. Have your picture there. So that when people come there and see um, your picture, they can identify you as an individual having that account. Next, your bio data, the information you put on your profile. Update your information, update, use a name that is going to give value to your business. Don't go and use a name that is crazy, a name that is maybe funny, a name that has no correlation to your business. No, don't do that. Or a name that will take value away from what you want to do. Make sure your name is the name on that your bio is a name that goes with what you want to promote, and then fill in information that people can use to link up with you, like your WhatsApp number, your phone number. You know, you can fill details that people can use to, identify you by easily. That is your bio. And this is so important because some people, you go to their Facebook page and you cannot see, sorry, their Facebook profile, you cannot see anything that relates to what they are saying they are selling. Some people, they don't have posts that shows that they are business into a business. Some people, all you see is forwarded, tagged messages. You don't even see anything about it. I've been to some people's pages. You don't even know who they are by going through their page, their profile. You can't tell what they look like. You can't tell what they do. They just keep, reposting tags posts. They keep reposting posts. All this. Just share things that are not meaningful. If you want to do business on social media, you have to desist from doing things like that. You must be deliberate. Your profile should show what your interest is and what you are trying to promote, because that's the first place somebody will go to check. Let them see something that tells them that you are into business and you are doing this kind of business, so that they can have a place to begin to appreciate what you are doing before they can buy. The other point I want to make is you can decide to create a business page, a Facebook business page. A Facebook business page is different from your profile, but you cannot create a Facebook business page without having a profile. So your profile is where you start from, and then you can now from it create a business page. I have a great video on my YouTube channel. I'll drop the link to my YouTube channel at the end of this training, where you can catch up on a video there that talks about how to create a Facebook business page. When you do that, please remember to subscribe to my channel, and you will love it. I'll have a lot of great videos there that you find useful. You can create a Facebook page. A Facebook page is different from your profile, and it has some advantages over your profile. For example, if you want to run a paid advert, you have to run it from a page. You cannot run it from your profile. So you can think about that. If your business is growing, maybe you just started and it's growing, you might come to a point where you might need a Facebook page. It has some specific features for businesses that your profile does not have. Next, be deliberate about the personality you are presenting on your online. Let people see a personality that they will appreciate. Don't be careless about your personality online. Choose the way you want to interact with this with public. Some people are very harsh on the social media platform. They are insultive. They use negative words. How can you be selling market and you do that? It doesn't tell well. So be very deliberate and be very careful. Ask yourself, if you are the one patronizing you, will you be willing to, when they see your kind of personality, don't make it a point to just go and be, insulting people or saying negative things. Be pleasant, be decent, be cordial, be relatable, be open enough for people to be able to come to you and say, I am interested in your product. That they can even complain about your product and know that you're not going to, give it back to them because, you don't care. You need to care. If you are going to sell on the social media platforms, you need to care enough about your personality. Have a decent personality. Don't have a troublesome or a harsh personality that people will not relate to easily. We'll go on. If you've created your profile, you've created your persona, you've created you've updated your bio, you are posting things that relate to your business that you want to do, your page is inviting enough, then we go next to selling. How do you sell online? How do you actually sell online? You create the foundation for it and then you can now sell. How do you sell online? First, I want to advise you to identify the products you desire to sell. For you to sell online, you need to have a product or a service that you want to promote. If you don't have something tangible, how can you sell? In the midst of all the things you do, what do you want to promote? What do you want to sell? Identify that. It is you who knows what you want to sell. And it must be something that people can buy easily, something people are willing to pay for easily. Because remember, you don't have a physical shop where people are coming to see before they buy. No, they cannot see before they buy online. So let it be something that they can actually be attracted to on the online and they can be willing to buy it easily. Just be conscious of that. And then next, you need to develop a content plan. A content plan like a schedule that helps you to determine ahead what you want to be posting at different times. One thing about posting is that one can get stuck. You posted today, you posted tomorrow, you posted day after. What next am I going to post? I don't know what to post again. I'm stuck. I am lost for things to post. So a content plan helps you to plan ahead or to have a schedule that you are following, so that when you wake up every day, you have an idea of what to post. And it's usually arranged in a way that it is interesting enough so that your audience will be engaged to your page. They'll be hooked. They'll love to come back over and over again. Consider having a content plan. I'm sure you hear more about it as we go along this. And for your post, be intentional by using visuals and images, videos and reels, things that people can relate to easily. Don't just use text, descriptive words, and then people cannot see a picture to go along with what you are talking about. If you are selling an outfit, make sure you have a picture to tell them or to show them what that outfit looks like. It will be more interesting for them when they see than when they are just reading. So have visuals, have pictures, have images, have videos and reels. Videos and reels are a very great way of giving people a more wholesome idea of what you are selling. I will also encourage you to learn to tell stories. People love stories. People relate easily with stories. People are attracted by stories. Learn to tell stories in your content so that you can use that to sell your market with more ease. And learn to write captivating captions that will attract people and say, what is she trying to sell? Even before they are able to see everything about it. And you can use dance, drama, skits, things that will just engage people to your content. All you want is to magnetize them so that they'll look at your content and they'll be attracted enough that they want to have a piece of it. So creativity is very important in selling online. I'll encourage you to provide clear and concise information. When you're selling a product, let there be no gray areas. Tell them exactly what is available. Don't say something that is not available and then people now buy and say, this person is a scam. Don't sell yourself short or give yourself a bad reputation by not giving enough information. Make sure you give enough information so that when people get the product, exactly what you say they are going to get is what they get. Don't hide information because they are not seeing the product physically. The more detailed you are, you save yourself a lot of stress. And then give them your terms and conditions. I was reading a post recently of a lady who was talking about how caterers, deliver food trays, and the trays are not returned, but the trays were not included in the cost of the food. And a lot of caterers were, yeah, I've experienced that before. Somebody bought from me, they did not return my tray, and I'm like, spell out your terms and your conditions. If you do spell out terms and conditions, then nobody will hold back on your tray. Either you make them an offer, if you want the tray, you pay an extra amount, or you let them know from the beginning that I need my trays returned. So always spell out your terms and conditions to avoid, negative stories or negative feedback. Next, you need to monitor your account. Sometimes people make a post and then people are jumping on that post. I'm interested. What's the price? They're asking questions and there's nobody to respond to them. You see a long line of comments and nobody's responding. And people online have very short attention span. So, my dear friends, if you are going to post, make sure you dedicate time. Just like you can open a physical shop and abandon your market, make sure you have time for responding to comments. Check the comments, check your message, your direct message, DM, and make sure you are responding. Then analyze your result to see what is working and what is not working so that you know what to change and what to improve on. So, in closing, I would like to remind you that the online space holds a great potential for you to make your business global, to make your profits, to hit any figures you want, 6, 7 figures. But it will take a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication on your part. You must be willing to do the hard work first. Sometimes you see people making it and you think they just started today. No, they have done a lot of work in the past. So, in closing, I want to encourage you to market with passion. Market with passion. If you want to get results, make sure you are marketing with passion. Be consistent. Don't be on and off. Some people come post today, post tomorrow, and then they disappear for a whole month. They come again, post 2, 3 days, and they disappear. It doesn't work well on the online space. It's better for you to be regular than to be intense and then disappear. So make sure you are consistent, make sure you are patient. It's not something that will happen overnight. But over time, as long as you don't give up on yourself or your business, you'll make sales. You might not make sales the first week or the first 2 weeks, but over time you'll make sales. Be patient. And you can use paid advertising, especially as your business grows. Use paid advertising using your Facebook page and use influencers, use social media marketplaces. What I'm calling social media marketplaces are there are some like maybe groups or pages that are set up that you can sell on. They have good followership and you can sell there. So you can use those kind of places to sell. If you've loved what I have said this short while and you'd like to know more about the kind of things I do and the services I offer, I would love for you to connect with me on my Facebook, my Instagram, on my YouTube. Remember to watch the video on how to set up a Facebook page. And I'd like to say here that everything I've said about marketing online, I've used Facebook as an example, but it can be replicated in any of the platforms. You can use a similar model on Instagram. You can use a similar model on Twitter, depending on which area you find your customers readily. And then, thank you for being a part. Please go right ahead and drop your questions and your thoughts and your comments, and I'll be coming right back to go through them and answer the questions. And bye for now. And remember that your business has the potential to become everything you desire it to be, as long as you don't give up on yourself or your business. So, bye for now.